What's up, everybody? It's Wandering Hippie. Welcome to the Hippie Circle. So I think I've finally figured out the economy in here. In order to make anything anymore, you first have to identify one or two species that have a bite cycle that matches the size of your net. And what I mean by that is, if you've got a small net, catching big catfish aren't going to do you any good. Just like if you've got a big net, filling it up with lots of little tiny fish is just not going to do it. So it all really depends on how well you fill your net. It's RNG. That being said, there's a little bit of luck involved. But take North Carolina here where I'm fishing. On a sunny day, you're going to get 2 cycles of catfish and red ear sunfish. Now, these catfish are worth about two to 500 a piece without premium membership. Now that's not too bad. Now remember, you have to clear 3,300 just to make green, just to make it into the green. So if you don't make at least 3,300 on your first day, you're going to have to extend. Now, after you make that 3,300 back, you want to stay a couple of days no matter where you go. No matter where you go, you want to stay at least 2 to 3 days. And if you've got a couple of 2 or 3 days really good weather and the fish cooperate, you can make a decent little profit. Another thing that's going to help you make money is, sad to say, hold on here. Another thing I'm very sad to say is not veteran, but premium. They call it premium here. I'm used to playing heroes and generals. Premium gives you 50% more per fish, and overall that adds up very quickly. So, but we're going to focus on not having premium because this is a free to play game, and honestly, it's not free to play if you're paying for premium. So, number one, identify the fish that pay out the best for their size with accordance to your net. You can use the spreadsheet that I have included in this video to plan your trips. So it's like if I'm going to go to California, the only thing I'm going to focus on as a high-level player in California is carp and striped bass. Those are the 2 big money fish. But you need a big net. So if I go to Cali with a smaller net, carp's not really going to be high on my list. I'll drop carp for just the bass because the bass pay out more. Here in North Carolina, if you have a small net, you're going to focus on the bass, and you're going to focus on the panfish, the red ear sunfish. Now when you get a bigger net, you're going to focus on the catfish and the red ear sunfish. And of course that doesn't mean you can't on a cloudy day focus on catching bass, because on a cloudy day that's when you catch all your largemouth here. Cloudy days you kill on largemouth, and so on and so forth. I mean, you can't just go out here and fish without doing your research. And I think that's the biggest key to making money, is doing the research, knowing when to fish bite and on what, and then the rest is up to the RNG gods. Now, as far as achievements go to farm bait coins, because that's the only way you can get bait coins other than participating in tournaments anymore. Um, I would I would say don't focus on any one achievement at a time. Focus on Instead focus on having a good time and fishing, and the achievements will come. Somebody has watched my video. Anyway, the second point that I made was about the fish themselves and their bite cycles. And bite cycles are something that you have to learn as you play. You don't start out knowing that there's a spreadsheet. You don't start out knowing that that certain fish bite at certain times on certain baits. This is knowledge gained over time. And my biggest my biggest tip is don't get discouraged. You're going to have days when there's two people standing next to you catching fish, fishing the same spot you're fishing, and you can't buy a bite. There's just days like that. And then there's days where you're pulling them in one after another. Those are nice days. I had one of them in California not too long ago. But all in all, when it comes to making money in this game anymore, it really comes down to perseverance and your ability to catch the fish on the bite cycles with at least moderate consistency. If you can be as consistent as I am, you can make a lot of money. And take advantage of when they give you free premium, because they just gave us free premium a weekend not too long ago, and I took that time to farm up 100,000 credits. It took a day or two, but I did it with carp and Cali, and I did it with the catfish and the red ear sunfish here. So don't get discouraged if you're having trouble right now getting money. It's gonna come. The first thing and the biggest thing you need to upgrade is your net, then your rods and your reels, and then your outfit. Try to get as much out of your equipment as you can before you repair it. Try to get as much out of your line before you replace it. I take my line down to 10%. I won't go any lower than 10%, but I will take my line durability down to 10% because, and then I'll turn around and sell it. Lots of times they'll let you sell it for a few coins. Not coins, but for a few dollars. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of every single thing that you can. Like me knowing that catfish bite twice a day, early in the morning and towards the end of the evening. Okay? I take advantage of that by jumping the time after the first bite cycle of the red ear sunfish, which correlates with the first bite cycle of the flathead catfish. Now, I keep telling you about these bite cycles because you need to know what they are, how they work, and it's something that I cannot press enough. It's the only way you're really going to have a good time fishing. Anyway, check the description, and I will have a link to the spreadsheet. Now, the spreadsheet's not complete. There's a lot of information missing for certain fish, like the ones in Louisiana, and I think Florida's kind of incomplete, but for the most part, the thing is dead on accurate. And remember that the times stated in there are approximate times. They can be they can be as much off by as much as 2 hours. So just hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing, and eventually you'll have the coins you need. And never be afraid to stay an extra day. Like, if you've not made enough to cover your trip cost, you don't need to leave. You don't have to leave the lake to quit this game either. That's something a lot of people don't realize. Is you can hit escape and go over to the cog and go to quit, and you'll still be on the map that you're on where you quit at. You don't have to pay nothing to come back. Anyway, this has been Hippie. I hope you enjoyed this video and it enlightened you a little bit how to make money in this game. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the water.